When I was growing up in school, man, nobody had to tell me that I had to be straight. I just knew. Now you got, like, I have a little daughter, little 6-year-old daughter, and I have to tell her that she has to be straight now.
Well, if she was born straight, she would be straight, no?
Exactly.
But these are people who were born and identifying as in a different way.
So you think that people are born gay?
Of course.
You don't think it's taught?
I don't. I mean, my friends who are gay were born gay.
I think it's taught.
So is racism taught, or are you born racist?
I don't know the answer to that question. I'm not a social scientist at all.
Hey, friend. Let's get him in it. Are you taught racism, or are you taught?
You're taught that.
You're taught racism,
Yeah.
so you're taught gay, right?
My grandma used to tell me that she loved Nick. Everybody should own one.
Exactly.
But I'm not racist. I have many friends that
I'm not racist either, but I think that I'm not going to get into that. We're talking about gays right now.
This guy's dealing with some significant conflict in his life. And since he thinks he has to teach his daughter to be straight while gay people have been taught to be who they are, he doesn't realize that he's claiming people aren't born gay or straight because he's got to teach his daughter the correct way for her to be who he wants, right?
Yeah.
You're taught gay and you're taught racism.
Yeah.
It's taught.
Yes.
What do you say to the people who were born gay?
They're not born gay. They're taught. They're indoctrinated by this government that they got going right now. That's
Yes.
why we need Trump.
Yes.
I'm glad he went back to being taught racism. He claims people are taught to be racist, so naturally, they're also taught to be gay, somehow forgetting that he was taught to be homophobic. It's incredibly clear based on his belief that gay people didn't exist until this government started indoctrinating them. So the first gay person was created on Joe Biden's first day in office, I guess. And of course, their hero that apparently oversaw 4 years free of the gay needs to do some punishing now.
What would Trump do about the gay issue?
You already heard what he did, or what he will do.
What will he
He'll
do?
get it out of the schools. He doesn't think it's right, and it's not right.
No.
Get it out of here.
He doesn't think being gay is right?
So this
It's not right. I didn't say that.
Well,
Trump said it's...
transgenderism is a crime. Parents that transgenderize their children should be put in prison.
It's a mental illness.
What is?
Transgender, gay. It's
So you're equating the two of them, transgender and gay?
what do you mean I'm equating them?
I mean, is it the same to you to be transgender and to be gay?
I think it's a mental illness. Yeah.
I believe it is too.
What do you say to your gay friends or your gay coworkers?
I don't have none.
People with the biggest, most concrete opinions on topics regarding others that they've never met, they've never spoken to or understood, always have the nerve to tell those same folks who they are and what their experience is. They'll deny what the majority of the country believes, mostly because they follow a guy that also rejects the will of most Americans. But my guy here might have some deep-seated issues with the subject of sexual orientation, because he gets really emotional just thinking about the possibility of ever having to deal with that reality if it's his son.
Most people support gay rights in America. The majority of Americans do.
You think majority of America supports gay rights?
Yes. I mean, I'm not inventing that. I'm talking about what numbers and polling and our laws and the changing laws that we have, in the Supreme Court and what they've said as well.
I don't think majority of Americans support that.
What is it that you like so much about Donald Trump?
Well, I'm Catholic, and I like that he's pro-life and against abortion. And my family grew up in communism. I'm actually from Slovakia, so they know how it was, and we don't want that lifestyle. That's why we came here. You know what I'm saying?
President Biden is a Catholic. He goes to church every Sunday, and he's been consistently an observant Catholic. How does that wash with you with his Catholicism?
Well, how are you going to sign for abortion if you're a Catholic? That goes against everything we believe in. So I don't really agree with his values. I don't know.
Well, probably because Biden is representing his constituents and not his religion. There's also this little thing called separation of church and state, but
I'm very pro-choice. I hate the concept of abortion. I hate it. I hate everything it stands for. I cringe when I listen to people debating the subject. But I just believe in choice. And again, it may be a little bit of a New York background because there is some different attitude in different parts of the country. And, I was raised in New York and grew up and work and everything else in New York City. But I am strongly for choice, and yet I hate the concept of abortion.
But you would not ban it?
No.
Or ban partial birth abortion?
No, I am pro-choice in every respect, and as far as it goes.
See, even their guy understands the necessity of representing his constituents, not his personal values. But I digress.
A federal ban landed on your desk if you were reelected. Would you sign it at 15
Are you
weeks?
talking about a complete ban?
A ban at 15 weeks.
Well, people are starting to think of 15 weeks. That seems to be a number that people are talking about right now.
Would you sign that?
I would sit down with both sides and I'd negotiate something, and we'll end up with peace on that issue for the first time in 52 years. I'm not going to say I would or I wouldn't. I mean, DeSantis is willing to sign a 5-week and 6-week ban.
Would you support that? You think that
I
goes
think what
too
he
far?
did is a terrible thing and a terrible mistake.
Peace on that issue. I thought we had peace on that issue after Roe v. Wade. That being said, I wish the party of small government would stay out of our doctors' offices. They don't want to interfere with big business, but when it comes to your personal medical decisions, they want to interfere.
Last year, I was able to do something that nobody thought was possible. And you have to really think about this and study this, because it's very important. We ended Roe v. Wade. You just think about this. You just think about it.
I mean, yeah, you got to give credit where credit is due. He said he was going to set women's rights back 50 years, and that is exactly what he did.
Overturning Roe versus Wade is the greatest accomplishment the conservative movement has had since the end of the Cold War. We should be proud of it.